high status man. What does that mean? Is that the archetype you should go for? This one is related to red pill. High status man, something that we hear in regards to like the content thrown at young boys, at young men, to be a high status man, to be an alpha, to be a Chad, to be all these things, right? The one that kind of speaks in a sense, high status man. I don't really like to be like, oh yeah, be a high status man, but for the video we're gonna go with that label, high status man. So a high status man, it's to have standards for yourself, to just become a respectable man, to just be a man that can sit with his own, that can stand firm in his own ways, healthy ways, and that will come when you continue to do the work and understand what healthy means. So that's sort of what like comes to mind when I hear high status man, right? Red pill though, and this is just based on what I hear, right? Based on the conversations we've had, based on what I hear, and then based on the videos that I come across in regards to like this whole red pill being thrown at us, right? So red pill says it is to have like standards for yourself, so that way you can build yourself, and then that way you can have the ability to have options and then be able to select a mate. That's pretty much in regards to the whole red pill, on that aspect, from what I've understood, from how I'm taking this thought that it came to me. And the reason I explain it is because, not that I care for it or all that, but then there's like, oh, well, that's not actually what it means. Like red pill actually means this about high status man. So, and I'm sure that's maybe the truth for other people. But again, the videos, this is for a fake, select audience of young men and some young women, right? And well, in this thought, I kind of play into that for women as well. I wrote, where I see it differently, in regards to red pill, and what I thought or what I think whenever I hear high status man. Where I see it differently is that we men are encouraged to be this high status man, so that we can be able to select women we want. The issue is that, to me, again, my opinion, just the way I view the world, women choose and not the other way around. And I'll get to that right now. So I started by saying, what is a high status man? And then giving a little bit of what that is. And then the other one was like, is that the archetype you should want to fit in, you should want to work towards? In a sense, yes, but not labeling like, oh, I'm gonna become a high status man. Give it whatever name, whatever label, whatever it is that you want to give it. And that's the beauty about life, that we just get to go about life the way it speaks to us. We don't have to, again, follow these norms, follow these things that are getting thrown at us like all the time. So in a sense, think of it as like the archetype is, away from red pill, your own archetype of what a high status man is. It's just to be a man, bro. Like it's not that hard, not that complicated, but I understand why it does get complicated. So yes, go towards that archetype in the sense that you want to just become a respectable, you want to become this man, this just person that can be firm with himself, with his boundaries, just that overall just lives life fulfilled, lives life working towards his purpose. Not because, and don't do it, and this is why I'm always talking about being genuine with pure intentions from your heart, from your mind, like all these things, right? You are doing this because you want to achieve goals. You want to become better each day. You want to reach your purpose. You want to do all these things. So to just be a high status man, just to be a man that is going about life with a purpose, that is living life towards something, not someone that is living confused, not someone that doesn't know what they want out of life, all those things. So yeah, so it reached towards that, right? Towards that. Excuse me again. See, that's another video with a burp. Ah! Let's see. Where was I? So the archetype. So yeah, so do it because of you. Do it for you. Do it because you want to become that for yourself, for that satisfaction that comes from you. Not versus the red pill archetype of why maybe you should be a high status man, to always have options, to be able to select. Because to me it just doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but it just doesn't work if I'm kind of trying to get my point across. So going back to it, right? So red pill in a way says be a high status man so that you can have women and you can choose women, right? And you can be able to say like, oh, you're not on my time, okay, like let me go after this one, or all these things, right? My opinion, my thoughts again, to chase women, to want to do things because you want to have the ability to select, because you want to have options, it just doesn't go. Just like you should live life because you want to live life for you, not because you want to like, oh, like I'm doing this because I want that girl to be like, yeah, like he has this, let me go for him, or let me allow him to come at me. So that's kind of the difference in a sense of like what, again, just based on the content that is being thrown. High status man because you want to have, because of hypergamy, bro. Or high status man because you just want to fulfill yourself. You want to like work towards something for yourself. And now taking it back to what I read here, where it was like I wrote, red pill tells you we can be able to select women we want. We can be able to beat hypergamy. The issue to me, women choose, not the other way around. So yes, in a sense, men get to choose. But if you truly seek a genuine woman, and that's the other, and I'll make a video for that other one, the difference between like going after a genuine person, after a genuine partner, versus going after just something that speaks on the outside, right? Think lust. So if you are truly seeking a partner, if you're truly seeking a genuine woman that wants you, that wants to love you for like who you are becoming, for who you already are, for all these things, right? With genuine intentions, then you will understand that on that aspect, with that group of genuine women versus like with other women that maybe are just not there with pure intentions, and on both genders, okay, I want to make sure that we understand this. On both genders, there will always be like guys, women with pure intentions, and then there will always be guys, there will always be women with not so much well intended in motives, with not pure intentions. And this can be in the dating scene, in other aspects of your life, on both ends, on both genders. If you truly seek a genuine woman, then you will understand that yes, first, as a guy, you make the move, you make it known that you are choosing her, that you are choosing this partner, and then from there, it is up to her then to choose. So you make it known that you are choosing her, but then she is the one that gets to say, yes, I am allowing you to choose me, and that's me choosing you. So you see how, in a sense, to me, so far, and all these things from life, with the more I live, with the more I kind of experience, I will be able to get more gatherings and more understanding about other aspects in regards to dating, in regards to this thing. But at the moment, that's why I say that women choose, men choose with, in regards to hypergamy, when men choose with that other group, with the group where, like, I would say that's the type of women you would want to be praying, and also not chasing. Remember, just do the work, but with that intention of like, eventually when the time comes, I want a genuine partner. So on that group, they're the ones that choosing, like, and in a sense, women always choose. Women always choose. Perhaps they kind of make it seem that we're the ones that choose. And again, yes, remember, the first step is you. Like, man, like if you see a girl and you like her, and you make it known in a way, yes, you are choosing, but then that girl will be like, okay, I know that he's choosing me. Do I want to choose him? Do I want to allow him to continue to choose me? So you see how it's, to me, women always choose. So that keeping that in mind, if you become a high status man, and again, I'm just using this label just so it makes sense, and just because that's how the thought came, but it is just becoming your best self, the best self that you can just display, that you can live up towards. If you become a high status man, then you will be able to have options, but these options end up being wrong, because most of these options are women that also try to understand or play this hypergamy game. So right here I'm talking in regards to the archetype that maybe Red Pill wants you to follow. So if you were to follow that archetype, yes, you would become a high status man. You would reach that archetype that Red Pill feeds you, and then you will be able to have these options, and you'll be like, whoa, Red Pill does work. Red Pill is the truth, because you're getting the result of what it is that you're putting in work in that end, right? So you become a high status man according to Red Pill, and then yes, the options end up coming to you. You will be able to have options, but these options end up being wrong. They end up being wrong because most of these options are women that are also trying to understand or play this hypergamy game. And so, like I mentioned, on that end, think of it like kind of Red Pill indoctrinated in a sense. What is it for pink pill? I think it's pink pill for them, right? So they're on that type of timing as well. So now you have on two ends, right? Two people trying to find a partner, right? Versus over here, pure intentions. But over here, all this manosphere, like, and for, what is it for women? Women's sphere? No. So staying with that, right? So now we have two people that are seeing love, or are seeing the concept of falling in love, right? So they are seeing love without genuine intentions. One did the work. The guy did the work to fit the archetype of a high status man, to have options, to be able to choose. And the other is trying to have, and the other, so the women, again, still with their whole Red Pill archetype. The woman on this side is trying to be chosen because of whatever it is that Pink Pill is throwing at them. Some of the videos that I've seen about it is like, they always want to have like money. They want to live like soft lives, and it's not bad. I for women, I think they should live a soft life and all that, right? But they're going about it without those type of genuine intentions of like, oh yeah, like I just want to like be there for my partner and all that. More like they're just following whatever it is that Pink Pill is being thrown at them. So both people are trying to fall in love without genuine intentions. And it's not bad. I want to clarify. It's not bad on either end, on the women or on the men's side. If that is how they want to choose, if that is how they want to go about life, about the whole dating scene, we all live life according to ourselves, according to our own unique experiences. So if that works, if that is what people want, then that's what people want. You can't like beat yourself over like trying to convince people on that end. Let's see. So to me, love without genuine intentions will never be truly satisfying. It will never truly give you what it is that you maybe want out of like love or out of finding a partner. So yes, be a high status man, but for the other reason. So going back to, whatever it is that high status man means to you, reach that potential, go towards that archetype, right? But now we're on the genuine side, not Red Pill. Be a high status man, but for the other reason, to have standards for your life, for yourself, to have standards just because you want to live a nice lifestyle, because you just want to enjoy life. And not because you want to have access to different women, not because you want to have options so that way you can go about dating around and all these things. And again, boys, that is just my thought. That is just how I view it. if it speaks to you, awesome. And if to you it's like, no, like I want to be able to have options and all that, go for it. Like that's the beauty of life, that we all get to experience it. And then if it works, it works. And if it doesn't work, we get to redirect it. To me, being a high status man means that you are on your purpose. And that allows you to elevate standards in your life. So you are on your purpose. Again, whatever it is that your purpose means to you, whatever it is that your purpose is. So you are on your purpose, and that allows you to elevate standards in your life so that you can live a fulfilling life. And then this is the beauty to me. And then with time, with God's favor, or for you guys, your belief system, whatever your belief system is, for me, God always will be. So with time, with God, the opportunities will eventually show up for you to have a partner if that is what you want. And that will be genuine. You will be attracting a genuine person because your intentions of becoming a high status man are being genuine. They are being genuine because you're going towards that archetype of becoming a high status man. So you can reach your potential, and not for women. You're doing it because you want it for yourself and not for whatever external, whatever ego, whatever this world can give you. So you're doing it because you want to reach your potential, and not for women or for other reasons. So going back to it, high status man. You should go towards that archetype. But once you have defined what high status man means to you, not what red pill, not what I say, not what anyone says about high status man. You have to understand what it is to be a high status man and go towards it, because you will be genuine about the intentions. And then by being genuine, the opportunities will present themselves for everything. But again, just kind of going with the whole red pill about dating, the universe, God, your belief system, energy, everything, whatever it is that you want to call it, will present you with opportunities where you can maybe practice social skills in regards to meeting a partner. That's the thought. That is the thought. Also, before I end it, so like at this mark, you're good. If you wanted to kind of hear more, then no, stay. So I want to speak a little bit on that of like, life gives you examples. It's a little bit crazy in that sense, right? So this happened to me last week. My belief system, God is real. To me, God is real. Speaks to me through things, through people. I understand what it means. What it means to me. So last week I made a video on one of my other mood boards, right? So not for this channel. On one of my other mood boards, I made a video of how if you just kind of like this, right? If you are just genuine about your purpose, about living life, God will present you with stuff, right? So with opportunities for jobs, opportunities for hobbies, opportunities for friends, and obviously opportunities for like dating, right? In the dating scene. So I made a video, and that was on Wednesday. I made the video on Wednesday. Just again with just pure intentions, because I don't care. So with these and with those other mood boards, pretty much whatever it is that I put out, I don't care for views. I don't care that in that sense, right? I just put it because it speaks to me, and I'm like, for my fake audience, eventually, once they hear it, they'll be like, oh, I see why maybe we worked on this, or I see why maybe we were having these conversations, right? It'll all connect. So with just good intentions from my heart, the thought came, I spoke it, put it out. And it was that. One of the lines that I said on that mood board was that life will just give you opportunities for you, like it will be presented to you, right? If that is what you're looking for, a partner or something. Thursday comes. So I did that on Wednesday. Thursday comes. There's this store. For the most part, I go to the store every other Friday or so, right? And that is just because I like to get a donut from there. And that's like my little cheat day. That's like my little not being super disciplined. So I always stop there in the mornings, right? Every other time, right? But it's always in the mornings. Every other time I stop there, but it's always in the mornings and always on Fridays. Thursday comes, and I'm like on my way to work. And for some reason, I'm like, you know what? I think I could get a donut today. And I was telling myself, well, no, just wait one more day. It's Friday. And then I'm like, no, I think I could go for a donut. I never stop there any other day. Always Fridays, every now and then, right? So I pull in. I'm like, fuck. Can I say that one? I don't think the video gets taken down. And if it does. So I said, fuck it, right? I'm like, I'm gonna pull in. I pull in, go straight to the donut shop, to the donut little area. As I'm getting there, a beautiful, just a pretty female is there, right? And I'm like, to me, at this point, I'm just like not fully maybe searching for that. But I'm also a guy, right? And like I tell you boys, I'm not perfect in that sense. I also sometimes give in to ego, all these things. So I'm there, I grab my donut. I appreciate the beautiness, right? I can always appreciate a woman's beauty. So I'm like, damn, okay, like, yeah, she's pretty. Okay, so I grab my donut, and then I go and pay. And there's 2 exits. There's only 2 exits. And it was quick because I don't know what else she was doing, but to me, I'm like, I'm going to get the donut and dip because that's what it is. That's how I do it, right, on Fridays. But so here I am on Thursday, grabbing the donut, grab it, boom. I pay for it. Super quick transaction, right? So I pay for it. Don't even think anything of it. Grab it, boom. And then guess what? I'm choosing the door to come out of. Poof. We cross again. So I guess she had paid, and so then we crossed again. And then I'm like, yeah, like she's pretty. And what do you guys think I did? I head straight up, just looking at my car. I get in my car and I leave. So I didn't say anything to her and approach her or anything. But I just thought it, and I didn't really think much of it at the moment. I was like, oh, like she's pretty, blah blah. And then while I was driving, I'm like, bro, yesterday you put out that video where you're so sure of this, of like, yeah, if you're genuine about things, then God, your belief system, will present you with opportunities. I took it as God reminding me and telling me like, yes, my son, if you're putting good intentions in whatever it is that you're doing in your life, I will give you opportunities, right? So I took that as just confirming what I had spoken out. And depending on different topics of whatever it is that I talk about, I like to just have some type of lived experience or have some type of knowledge and like saying like, oh, I know a person that kind of went through that or stuff like that, right? So I thought it was super cool that I was presented with that opportunity. And there's been multiple times. This isn't the first time. I've been presented with multiple times where like I'm like, whoa, like if it wasn't for this and this and this, I wouldn't have come across you and all that. But I just wanted to share that little experience from last week, because again, it speaks to what I'm saying in this thought, that if you're just kind of working towards your purpose, and you're also just speaking it, right? You're telling your belief system, you're telling the world, the universe, right? Whatever it is that you want, a genuine person, all that, and you're just going about it, the opportunities will present themselves. And I say this so it doesn't scare you of like, oh, I gotta follow red pill, I gotta do all these things from red pill so I can have my partner, so I can have options, so I can experience dating as a guy and all that. Like, dude, you can still experience dating as a guy and like doing about these things if you're just genuine about your intentions. You don't have to follow red pill, you don't have to follow like dating advice and all that. Just go about it like however it speaks to you. So that's just an example that happened this past week, and I wanted to share it. Other than that, boys, let's keep it going, all right? So high status man, should you go for it? Yes, you should go towards that archetype, but only after you know what it means to you, and with good intentions.